Hi, it's Vex, and today we want to do a quick glance over Timespiral Remastered. That's right. I know we went over individual cards from the original Timespiral block in the Revisited series, but we have finally collected a full set of Timespiral Remastered, including the bonus Time Shifted sheet. We just want to quickly go over Timespiral Remastered and just talk about these cool cards. First, let's start with Angel's Grace. This is a super cool card. Actually played in CEDH. Played in Ad Nauseam, except for they've changed because of the banning of Simian Spirit Guide. Kind of changed the deck a little bit, made it much, much weaker. Angel's Grace, you can't lose the game this turn. Your opponents can't win the game this turn. So basically, if somebody actually does the Thassa's Oracle win, you could Angel's Grace and be like, no, not happening. And then turn damage that would reduce your life total to less than 1 reduces it to 1. Cool. Aven Mind Sensor. This is like the opposition, precursor opposition agent right there. Played CEDH a lot. So we have other cards, not really seen too much play. Children Corlos played in like the Tin Fin's Legacy deck. That's pretty cool. Krovax. Time Shifted. Remember in the original Timespiral block there was no Mythic Rare, so Krovax got Time Shifted up to Mythic Rare. Unplayable still. Kind of sucks to open that as a card. Mana Tithe, super good, super good. I think in EDH you can get some people with that, but once you get some people, you got to pull out of your deck because they stop getting got. So I'm not sure about this draft format, if that was good or not. I didn't play the draft. I just collected the set. I really don't play. I used to play a lot of draft, but now I just don't have time. I play more Commander, Restore Balance. They put all these zero cost to spend cards at Mythic. This is a Balance. Balance is banned in Commander, unfortunately. Balance is banned in a lot of formats except for Vintage. I think restricted Vintage. Rebuff the Wicked. I actually had this in my Feather deck and I took it out. Counter target spell that targets a permanent you control. It just never came up. It always died in my hand. Speaking of Blasphemous Pass from EDH, Return to Dust. Extremely good back in the day. Now it's just like Force of Vigor or whatever it is. Some other cards that replace it. It's not too good anymore. Slivers too was a cool theme. You had Sidewinder Sliver, Sinew Sliver, so it's like Muscle Sliver. And remember, these cards have all slivers get, so even your opponents with Changelings will get the +1/+1 bonus. It was pretty crazy if you had 2 sliver decks, which I've never had. I play against only 1 deck in EDH. If you had 2 sliver decks, I'd just go nuts trying to figure out what had what. Ancestral Vision, super cool. This is Ancestral Recall. I believe some of these cards refer back to the original alpha set, some didn't. This refers back to Ancestral Recall. 1 blue, and then target player draws 3 cards. Brine, like the Pickles combo here. Delay is good. CEDH. I see us play quite a bit. What else is cool here? Oh, Pact of Negation. This is amazing. Good CH, EDH in general. Pongify. See, I'm seeing all these cool cards that are so good in EDH. Pongify is good. 1 mana, destroy target creature. Becomes an 8, but whatever. Reality Acid, really good in Blink decks. EDH. Looter Ilcore. My friend plays this a lot. Magus of the Future. Play a top card of your library revealed. You may play lands and cast spells from top card of your library. I wonder if it's say you may play cards from top of your library, but I guess they say play lands, cast spells, so weird. Here we have the original OG Teferi here, Teferi Mage of Zhalfir. Actually does what the 3 does. Creatures, cards you own that aren't on the battlefield have flash, while the other Teferi does like sorceries give you flash. Then each opponent can cast spells only time they can cast a sorcery, so very powerful, but only a 5-drop, not a 3-drop, which is crazy. Fencer, super cool. Can bounce things, bounce spells, bounce uncounterable spells. The rest of this, Riftwing Cloudscape, really cool. Cool draft fodder. Play draft, think twice is cool. 5 mana, draw 2 cards over lots of turns. This used to be insane. People actually played this in Modern, believe it or not, back in the day. All right, we go to Black. Whew, Big Game Hunter. This one, Death Shadow, was running rampant in Modern. People would play this Big Game Hunter, even for the front cost, 1 black to destroy, Death Shadow. Or Madness, even better. I played this in my, what deck is that? The Burning Inquiry, Hollow One deck in Modern, super cool. Damnation, wow, if you were playing back in the day, Damnation, when Damnation was spoiled, they put Wrath of God in and just faded right to Damnation. It was amazing. One of my favorite card, Extirpate. I know they made Surgical Extraction, but Extirpate was super, super cool because I love the split second. You just take a card out of the graveyard, take it out of their hand, do anything you want, and they could not counter it. Living End, this is a throwback to Living Death. I think Living End is good. I think Living Death is better in Commander, but Living End did that. It wasn't an alpha card. It was a card, I forgot which set it was. Then we had a Nether Trader, Shadow Creature. It was really cool, came back. Not much else here. Tombstalker. People used to play this in Legacy, but the problem is it was a black card, not a blue card, like Murktide Regent. Murktide Regent's insane, by the way. Street Wraith, this is insane. This is really good in Legacy. Actually, it could be good in Commander if you're trying to have consistency, because you can just cycle it, pay 2 life, cycle it, so your 99 card deck turns into a 98 card deck, along with Jataxian Probe and everything. You can shrink the number of cards in your deck and let you cycle, draw at instant speed, so pretty neat. Ancient Grudge, really, really cool. Still played against artifact decks because it's a 2-for-1. You can pay the front half, pay the back half to destroy target artifact. A Chroma, throwback to the original Chroma with all the gazillion keywords. Except there's a Morpho Chroma. It doesn't have that many keywords as the other Chroma, but still cool. Not worth anything bulk. Slaughter Pact, part of the pack cycle. I forgot what the White Pact even did. I don't even know what the White Pact does because you know what? It's not even in this set. Joke's on me. Short target non-black creature for free, so you're tapped out. You can Slaughter Pact people. Sun Spoiling. I get destroyed in this in EDH all the time because it's essentially a dress down, but at split second, until end turn creatures target player control loses all abilities and have base power and toughness 0/2. This is kind of like a dress down, but dress down replaces itself. But Sun Spoiling is split second. You can't do anything about it. Boom Bust used to be a cool Modern deck where you would boom bust your fetch land and then in response hold priority and then fetch. That's super cool. Conflagrate, good and dredge. Actually, Dead Gone right here. I've been seeing pop up in the Rhinos deck because it's CMC or mana value 4, but you could pay deal 2 damage to target creature, so it's like good Ragavan killer right there. And then you don't have to worry about cascading into it. So really good card here. Grape Shot. I love Storm. I love the Storm mechanic. They keep printing more Storm cards, so it makes me happy. Empty the Warrens. Chatterstorm. This one's banned in Pauper. Chatterstorm is not. It's like a half Empty the Warrens. Grape Shot, super good because it's good against Veil of Summer because Tendrils is a Veil of Summer target. It's black. Lightning Axe is super cool. I love discarding card and play that Phoenix a lot. Magus of the Moon, I love this card. I think basic lands aren't punished enough. I mean, non-basic lands aren't punished enough in EDH and other formats. We really need to have more non-basic punishment here. I know people hate playing against Blood Moon, back to basics, Magus of the Moon, but you know what? You shouldn't get to play 5 colors for free. The mana is so good nowadays in EDH that it's pretty crazy. Rift Bolt goes in burn deck. Reiterate, buyback. Copy Spell, super cool. Sedge Sliver, this is a sliver like Sedge Troll is a reserveless card, and Sedge Sliver kind of gets around it by doing the Sedge Troll thing as in sliver form. Simian Spirit Guide banned in Modern, extremely good because it's free mana. Simian Spirit Guide and another card we'll get to gives you a turn 0 win in Legacy back in the day before Flash got banned. Sudden Shock. Wheel of Fate, it's like a Wheel of Fortune, super cool. I have that in my Toroff deck right there. Wheel of Fortune is insanely expensive. Wheel of Fate, takes some time, but can be cascaded into. I have my Yidris deck so I can cascade into it. Just add a little chaos there. It's pretty neat. Edge of Autumn. It's cycling that doesn't require you to pay mana, sack a land. Good in Doomsday. Gaze Anthem. I think there's a Solvin Anthem or something in Modern Horizons 2 that just like blows us out of the water. I think so. Solvin Anthem does green creatures only, but it's much better. Trust me. Hypergenesis. I believe that's banned in Modern. It's lets you get it's your Eureka. Eureka's a card from Legends. Starting with you, each player may put an artifact, creature, enchantment, or land from their hand onto the battlefield. Repeat this process until no one puts a card. So keep putting big fatties onto the battlefield. They'll put just lands. You put Emeralds, Crystal Brands, whatever. Another underrated card I don't see a lot is Frozen Grip. I think I want to start including this more in my decks because destroy target artifact and enchantment. If you've seen my salty cards list deck, my most saltiest card, Frozen Grip kills it without any problem. Go check that video out. Seal Primordium. I love this. This goes good in so many enchantment decks right there because it's like a spell and enchantment at the same time. Insanely good. Summoner's Pact, good in... actually, it's really good in EDH. I don't play a lot of tutors in EDH, but if I do play a lot of tutors, Summoner's Pact is definitely one of them. Termagoyf, of course, Termagoyf. This used to be the hotness. I heard when it first came out, it was like bulk. People were like, this guy sucks, whatever, I'm not really playing it. And then became the hottest card in Future Sight. And that's the reason I continually open Future Sight packs just to get this card. I did finally open the play set. I was super happy. I think I actually opened 5 because it was a small set. See what else. Yeah, a Wish. We had the 5 original wishes from whatever set that was. Old school set. This is a 6th wish. And now they have wishes all the time, so wishes aren't that special. Get stuff from outside the game. Wishes do not work in Commander, so it kind of sucks. Completely useless. I mean, you could play in Commander, it just does absolutely nothing. Speaking of Sliver Legion, right there. This card used to be insanely expensive, over $100. Now it's super affordable. So get your Sliver Legions now before they get expensive. Karavak the Merciless. I have that in my Ball Smasher Sakashima deck. Super cool, deals a lot of damage. Random, of course. Actually, it's not random. You get the point at Sakashima. No, Vial Smasher is random. Oh man, I'm getting my creatures mixed up. Chroma's Memorial. So remember, Chroma we're talking about has all these keywords. Chroma's Memorial has all Chroma's keywords and then gives it to everybody. Insane. Chromatic Stars, these are mythics. Upgrade, Gauntlet Power. This kind of reminds me of Gauntlet Might, which is on the reserve list unfortunately. But Gauntlet Power gets you to choose a color. Now remember, it says creatures of chosen color, yours and your opponent's, not just yours, like the new templating. And where basic land is tapped for mana of the chosen color, its controller adds an additional 1 mana of that color. That's why this isn't played that much. It's not worth that much because it gives your opponents an advantage. You don't want to give your opponent advantage. Another really super cool card I played back in the day, Stuffy Doll. I have this in my Toroth deck because it's super cool to bounce damage off there. Then we have our land creature, Forest Dryad. This is before you were able to play this in your land slot back behind here and hide your little creature, but now you have to put your creature up on top with a creature pile. But you don't actually cast it as a land, you play as a land. It is summoning sick because it's a creature, so you don't get to tap it for green right away. And then these are the charge ones. I love these legendary lands that come in untapped that produce a color. And it's great. Flagstones, you could play 4 in one deck, and they just legend roll yourself and just keep getting planes from your deck. I know, super cool. Then we have Gemstone Cavern. That was Simeon Spirit Guide. Allow you to do the Flash Hulk at instant speed, turn 0 kill right there. Simeon Spirit Guide. I love the turn 0 kill. Super cool. They have Kerr Keep, another legendary land. I think a lot of people are wondering the cycle of legendary lands that put stuff on top of your deck. And I believe there's Vola Stronghold, which is on the reserve list. There's Hall of Heliod's Generosity, puts enchantment on top. Because they're all legendary, and Academy Ruins. And this is the red one. I forgot if there is a green one or not. There's nothing that actually puts lands on top. Maybe one day. They have Swarm Yard, Regenerate. I have this in my Chatterfang deck, definitely. Super cool. Tome of Yawgmoth. They have Yavimaya now, which is the Force version of Tome. So time has moved on, and they've added more to the cycle. I think they'll eventually finish the 3 cycles, just not for Modern. Definitely not Mountain. The Mountain one, makes Valakut so good. Vesuva, copy anything. I love Vesuva. Of course, Vesuva copying Field of the Dead is pretty good. Anyways, this is the set, 289 set. We also have the old borders set, and I actually have to put it with my Commander Legends, as you can see, because I ran out of room. It's pretty nuts. So right here, these are my old border cards. And you know, it was super exciting to see these old border cards, and they just broke us with Modern Horizons because they printed more, and these cards just didn't matter anymore. It wasn't special. So the idea is, if you're gonna make something special, keep it special. By having these old border cards come out at a very low clip, they literally just had this one, then Modern Horizons 2, more old borders, and then they gotta keep more, and they had promo old borders. These are super hyped now. They're just like, yeah, whatever, I don't care anymore. It's kind of weird. So as you can see, some old border cards. You had a little graveyard symbol from Lingering Souls there. Path to Exile old border. Shram old border. Brawl, the same for Strokes. They have some good cards, some not so great cards. Silence is cool. Not very powerful white cards, except for the Path to Exile, of course. Blue cards, you know, Laboratory Maniac. They have Master Pearl Trident with your Lord of Atlantis. Treasure Cruise. Why would they do that? It's banned in Legacy, where people would love old borders. Ponder. This is the most people expected Ponder to be in here. Now they're gonna wait for Preordained one day. Who knows? Actually, I kind of wish they would print Lightning Bolt old border, because to get Black Border Lightning Bolt, it's like very expensive. Old border Black Border Lightning Bolt, it's either in foil, but there's no like non-beta. I don't like the beta look. I rather, you know, have this newer old border look. Like, these new cards don't actually look like old cards. They look like newer old border cards. It's so weird. They just look like new cards. Because, you know, original old border Brainstorm, which I don't have on me right now, looks like a 20-year-old card. It looks like it's, you know, aged. But Ponder just, it has different coloration. The blue's deeper than it should be for some reason. And the funny part is, it just doesn't look natural next to my old, you know, 20-year-old Brainstorm from Ice Age, or Force of Will from Alliances. Anyways, here we got Gray Merchant, Gurmite Angler. No one cares. We got Murktide Regent, Mole Drifter, of course. We have Thoughtseize. People love this art of Thoughtseize. You know, after the art from Theros, people don't even care. That one's never been reprinted. They keep reprinting the Lauren art. I remember when this came out in Lauren. This is amazing. Yawgmoth. That's pretty neat there. Dreadhorde Arcanist, that was banned in Legacy. Man, they banned it right before they printed this. Layla and the Void's cool. I think sometimes it's good just to sit down and just appreciate a full set. Somebody looks at spoilers, they look at cards in different orders, but they never really look at a set like this, so it's kind of cool. Thank you for hanging out with me all the way up to now. Kiki Jiki. I got one of these. Pretty neat here. Actually, I'll grab my foils right at the end and show you. Young Pyromancer. Not even useful anymore because you got Ragavan. Who cares about Young Pyromancer? Elvis Mystic. See, it just doesn't look like old to me. It looks like a new kind of green. I don't know. Oh yeah, and they had the list too, and they were reprinting these cards from the list, so it's like, whatever. Not really interested in seeing all that. Farseek. Yeah, it's cool. Primeval Titan. So the green one's really cool. I got Beast Whisperer, Beast Within. Those are cool. Elvis Mystic, Courser, Eternal Witness is really cool. Farseek's really good. Nature's Claim. You see EDH. Rex Sage is really good in EDH. Someone's Scrying. Primeval Titan's all about lands. Dactyls, who cares? Abrupt Decay. The gold looks weird to me because I like the gold cards where I have. Let's see if I have a gold card on me. Oh, I got Tiamat, but see, I have a gold card here, like Fighter Class right here. This is for another video, but you can see, like, you see the two colors here. You just, like, Feather would have a white and a red right there, but this doesn't look like a blue white card. It just looks like a green weird looking card. But you got some cool cards here. Abrupt Decay, Feather, Dovin's Veto's cool. Bloodblade Braid Elf. Oh, I'm missing a card. Where'd this one go? Oh, you know what? This is Crystal Shard. I have this in my Lonas deck. Actually, let me go get it. I'll be right back. All right, got it. Crystal Shard here. Yeah, let's put it right back there. Yeah, so when I take cards out, I just put a place marker card, meaning that I own the card, but I am using it somewhere. Hollow One, Leveler. It's good with Thassa's Oracle. Some of these cards are very questionable. Like, this is not played. Secret Plans, who knows? That's a morph one. Chalice of the Void, that's very desirable. Now these have all the same rarity here. Solemn Simulacrum is pretty neat. their waist. So they have the land of each color, Bojuka Bog. But so cool, so weird because they have white, no white here, Ancient Den, Mystic Sanctuary, Remnant Ruins. But they have Blighted Woodland, but isn't a green one. So it sucks. I'm gonna have like 4 different colored ones. Bojuka Bog is really good. They have a colorless one. Waste is interesting. Actually, I don't know why it has add this. I believe old school lands had, even in Odyssey or Onslaught, had the symbol. So they could have just put a diamond symbol there. Maybe they didn't want to design it. Oh well. Oh, let me get the foils. Okay, we'll be right back again. All right, if you stayed back for all of this, you get to see some cool foilies here. See, right there. I have Yawgmoth right there. I have Kiki Jiki. Got the promo Lotus Bloom right there. Those are sweet looking ones. They used to be worth a lot with the insane hype, but now because Wizards keep reprinting them to Amazon, they aren't worth that much. But hold on to them. Got some Mystical Confluence, Paradoxical Outcome. So the foils are pretty sweet, and they look like this part wasn't foiled back in the day, so you only get the border foil, which makes it look super sweet there. They have 2 Ponders right there. These I'm actually will flip one day. I'm holding on to them until they stop printing old borders, which probably they won't. So who knows if they'll be worth anything nowadays. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, give the video a thumbs up, smash the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to be alerted for new videos when they come up. And as always, have a wonderful day.